The Fighting Quails Part 1. Wang Xiang belonged to an old family in Pingyuan, but was such an idle fellow that his property gradually disappeared, until at length all he had left was an old tumble-down house, his wife, and he slept under a coarse hempen coverlet, and the former was far from sparing of her reproaches. At the time of which we are speaking the weather was unbearably hot, and Wang went to pass the night with many other of his fellow villagers in a pavilion which stood among some dilapidated buildings, belonging to a family named Zhou. With the first streaks of dawn his comrades departed, but Wang slept well on till about 9 o'clock, when he got up and proceeded leisurely home. All at once he saw in the grass a gold hairpin, and taking it up to look at it, found engraved thereon in small characters the property of the imperial family. Now Wang's own grandfather had married into the imperial family, and consequently he had formerly possessed many similar articles, but while he was thinking it over up, came an old woman in search of the hairpin, which Wang, who though poor was honest, at once produced and handed to her. The old woman was delighted, and thanked Wang very much for his goodness, observing that the pin was not worth much in itself, but was a relic of her departed husband. Wang asked what her husband had been, to which she replied, his name was Wang Qianqi, and he was connected by marriage with the imperial family. My own grandfather, cried Wang, in great surprise, how could you have known him? You, then, said the old woman, are his grandson. I am a fox, and many years ago I was married to your grandfather, but when he died I retired from the world. Passing by here I lost my hairpin, which destiny conveyed into your hands. Wang had heard of his grandfather's fox wife, and believing therefore the old woman's story, invited her to return with him, which she did. Wang called his wife out to receive her, but when she came in rags and tatters, with unkempt hair and dirty face, the old woman sighed, and said, Alas! Alas! Has Wang Qianqi's grandson come to this? Then looking at the broken, smokeless stove, she added, How, under these circumstances, have you managed even to support life? Here Wang's wife told the tale of their poverty, with much sobbing and tears, whereupon the old woman gave her the hairpin, bidding her go pawn it, and with the proceeds buy some food, saying that in 3 days she would visit them again. Wang pressed her to stay, but she said, You can't even keep your wife alive, what would it benefit you to have me also dependent on you? So she went away, and then Wang told his wife who she was, at which his wife felt very much alarmed, but Wang was so loud in her praises, that finally his wife consented to treat her with all proper respect. In 3 days she returned as agreed, and, producing some money, sent out for 100 weight of rice and 100 weight of corn. She passed the night with them, sleeping with Mrs. Wang, who was at first rather frightened, but who soon laid aside her suspicions when she found that the old lady meant so well towards them. Next day, the latter addressed Wang, saying, My grandson, you must not be so lazy. You should try to make a little money in some way or other. Wang replied that he had no capital, upon which the old lady said, When your grandfather was alive, he allowed me to take what money I liked, but not being immortal, I had no use for it, and consequently did not draw largely upon him. I have, however, saved from my pin money the sum of 40 ounces of silver, which has long been lying idle for want of an investment. Take it, and buy summer cloth, which you may carry to the capital and resell at a profit. So Wang bought some 50 pieces of summer cloth, and the old lady made him get ready, calculating that in 6 or 7 days he would reach the capital. She also warned him, saying, Be neither lazy nor slow. For if a day too long you wait, repentance comes a day too late.